Alright, so I'm walking this German to the train station, mainly because she realized that she doesn't have any more money.
Yeah.
And so, you know what?
I spent it on the beer yesterday night.
It's always the American coming to the rescue.
Yeah.
It's always the American coming to the rescue. Alright, so I got some traditional kaya toast with some soft-boiled eggs and milk coffee. So these eggs are where the magic happens. This is going to be kind of hard, but with one hand. But essentially, they're soft-boiled eggs. And so they just come out super creamy. Look at that. Look at that cream. Again, this is really hard with one hand. Oh, yeah. There we go. And this one, I need to crack it a little bit. Oh no. Oh, as you can see, look at that soft boiledness. It's like perfect. And then you gotta put the soy sauce. So I got just a thick black soy sauce. And then you gotta put some white pepper. And then you just mix it all up. And then you dip the toast in. And it's gonna be delicioso. Alright, and the interesting part is this toast has some jam inside it. I don't know if you can see, but it's sugar and coconuts and a little bit of butter, I believe. And it's super yummy with this egg. So let's just dip right in. I am so excited. This is probably, I can't describe it, but the egg is so savory. I love egg yolk. I know a lot of people don't, but it's so savory, it's so smooth, it's so silky. Very light eggy flavor. But the jam inside, the jam inside is the star. It's like coconutty. I love coconut. A little bit sweet, kind of like American breakfast. So if you like American style donuts, this is the thing to get. The toast is average, but the jam inside is just perfect. That is really good breakfast. So in Singapore, I'm having even more of kind of like an identity crisis, if that makes sense. Everyone in Singapore, or not everyone, but like 70% are Chinese, like ethnically, which means that they can naturally speak Chinese, and a lot of them can speak English. And so half the time they talk to me in Chinese, half the time they talk to me in English. And I bought these oranges, and so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, all across Singapore, half the people talk to me in English, half the people talk to me in Chinese. And luckily my Chinese is decent enough that I can talk back. But yeah, I think you're kind of having like a crisis with what language to use, which is very interesting. So the snack here is a double chocolate bun. Just wanted to have some chocolate, get some energy before a hike. So I'm gonna try it. It's like a dark chocolate, really good. So it's not super sweet, but it's okay, pretty moist. Uh-oh, it's raining. Oh shit. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'm planning on going hiking, and it looks like it's about to storm. And this hike might take a couple of hours, so I'm gonna roll the dice. It says 50% chance thunderstorm. This is literally the direction I'm walking in. So fingers crossed. So I just talked to an old man over there who's sitting down. He looks like he knows everything about everything. And I asked him, do you think it's gonna rain? He said, "Kending," which means of course. So we'll see how this goes. I have a rain jacket. He was like, bring an umbrella. And I was like, I got a rain jacket. He was like, all right, I guess that'll work. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, so good news is I have my rain jacket, and I was able to stick my backpack all the way inside my rain jacket. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hanging out at the bottom, but hopefully this will go well. We'll see what happens. But barring the rain, this is an awesome park. It's called Mac Ritchie in Singapore, and it's kind of reminds me of like Olympic National Park, specifically the rainforest. It is so lush and so green. It's awesome here. All right, I'm all alone in the woods. There's not a soul around me besides maybe birds and stuff. But let's just do some singing. Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, the raining has officially started. Time to put on my rain jacket before I die in this rainstorm. Wish me luck. All right, the rain has officially started. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of loud out here, but this jacket is super hot. I'm just gonna wait under this tree cover for a little bit. But it's not that bad right now, especially in the tree cover. Kind of took a pause on the hiking, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. All right, maybe this was a bad idea. I am completely soaked. Luckily, I have my rain jacket and everything's waterproof, including this phone. But not the smartest idea that I had. Rain has finally stopped. It's kind of nice outside. Shoes are squishy, squishy wet. I don't know if you can hear that or see that. Phone's kind of wet, but spirits are high. Spirits are high. I just met this super nice old man. We were waiting under the cover and chatting for a little bit. Super awesome. Lived in Singapore his whole life. Spoke to him in Chinese and English. All right, so I made it to this treetop walk. If you can see that, it's a tiny, tiny bridge with nothing beneath me, but just trees. Oh my God, I'm so scared. If you don't know, I'm very scared of heights, and oh my God, just look at that. Look how tall. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm literally scared that I'm gonna drop my phone. But yeah, most people would enjoy this a lot more than me right now. Ah, yes. Thank you. So I don't get my head crushed by a stinky fruit. Alright, so I'm officially done with the hike, and I'm now walking back to my hostel, but I'm super glad that I went. You know, it was not the best conditions, but it was fun. I was in a good mood. I saw some cool things that I wouldn't have normally saw, and I don't know what else I would have done, but I'm really glad I went. So definitely go hiking in the rain. Yeah. Alright, so I got a Hainanese chicken and rice set. This was recommended to me by one of my friends, Andre. Shout out to Andre, he's from Singapore. Thanks for this recommendation, and it looks friggin' fantastic. Let's start off with the soup. It looks like it's a bunch of just like cabbage and vegetables and a little bit of tofu. I think it's just like, it's gonna be like chicken broth. Really hot. Ooh. It's like a subtle hint of chicken with some other flavors. It's like vegetable flavors, I'm not really sure what. But that is actually really good. It's very light, it's not super salty. It has like the perfect amount of salt for flavor. But now, we have to try the Hainanese chicken. And there's a bunch of sauces, but I think I'm gonna just try this one straight without any sauce and just with the rice. Let's do it. Oh, just look at it. It's like glistening. The chicken is very soft, very supple. The skin almost has no flavor. And the chicken itself is very, very moist, but just like a tiny, tiny bit of salt. I think it's gonna be super great with one of these sauces. So there's some 3 sauces. I'm gonna try this chili oil. I love chili oil, and you need chili oil. So let's go with a bunch of that. The chili oil is very vinegary. It has that kind of like sour sourness to it, but really good with that chili oil. It brings out kind of the saltiness with that vinegary hot sauce. And I don't know if you knew this, but this rice, it's not normal rice. It's actually cooked in chicken fat. So that's why it's like just a bit of flavor. And it's really good. And for the last thing, we got some bok choy, which I believe has some fried garlic, some fried onions. Not 100% sure what it is, but probably gonna be good. Oh, wow. That is actually really good, surprisingly. There's some sort of fried, I think it's fried garlic, and it's salted, but that fried garlic is perfect because it has a lot of salt and a lot of crunch and a lot of flavor with that oil. And the bok choy itself doesn't have much like sauce. It's pretty much just steamed or boiled or whatever they do. But those combined, oh wow, that has a lot of texture, a lot of flavor. That was good. So for this chicken and rice set, I would say overall it's actually really good. 9 Singaporean dollars. It comes with a whole set, so I think that's a decent deal. Compared to others chicken and rice places, I would say this place has a much more cleaner flavor. The ingredients are definitely higher quality, you can tell, but it has a much more cleaner flavor with a lot less reliance on salt, if that kind of makes sense. And so the flavors and textures naturally come out, which is really, really good.